running 3 wide.
Whoa, there they go.
There they go. Mike Wallace into the wall. And Derek Cope gets almost upside down into the wall. The caution is going to come out. The checkered is going to fly. Mark Martin out in front of the field as they come out of turn number 4. And Mark Martin will win at Talladega. Take a look at this.
Gets hit by the 9, knocks him up into Johnny. Look at these. They're 5 wide right now. But the wreck didn't happen because of that.
That was Todd Bodine who got into the 40.
Todd Bodine got into the 40 of Derek Cope, just as the 5 of Mike Skinner got into the 15 of Mike Wallace.
I think Todd Bodine was 4th.
I think Todd Bodine finished 4th in this race.
Unfortunately, he's in a backup truck, but Kevin, I don't think it's going to mean that he can't win this race.
Well, I don't think so either, and I think right here what you see is a very confident dirt racer trying to fill out what truck racing is all about on a dirt track, and I think this is a message to all the dirt racers. You have to sneak up on things, you have to take care of your vehicle, and I think what we saw right there was just a classic case of being overconfident.
You just felt like that something was going to happen, and here's how it started.
Mark Martin was down on the inside. Ernie Irvin got between he and Kyle Petty, and they touched, and around they go. Look at Mark Martin's car go up in the air. Comes back down on all 4 wheels, and meanwhile behind them, those fellows have no place to go. Ernie Irvin is now spun up in the outside wall. Kyle Petty spun the first 3 cars.
And another angle now in this crash that has taken out several cars. Watch Ernie Irvin.
Yeah. And Ernie Irvin got into Kyle Petty. That was the first thing that happened. And watch we see the windshield fly to these automobiles as they turn backwards.
Getting crowded up there in the front right now with the 42. Oh,
whoa,
trouble.
big crash. Danica Patrick and Joey Logano.
Oh, man.
And Eric Almirola.
Holy smoly. Oh, heavy damage there on Danica. Oh, man, it looked like the 22 just got loose.
I think that.
Oh, man. What a ride that Danica went on.
Danica took a heck of a ride into the wall, and then the 43 just plowed in there.
Yeah, he had nowhere to go. I think he committed to the outside lane. Pretty big impact by the 43. As you could see, Almirola sitting in his car. He hadn't quite gotten out of the car yet.
Eric Jones right behind them, right behind Logano.
Oh, something
broke. Something happened on that 22.
Something had to break.
Keep coming here. There you go.
Bobby drives to the outside. He pulls up beside him again, Kenny.
My gosh, this is incredible. They're beating.
Oh, they hit the wall. Bobby Hamilton up almost on 2 wheels and into the wall. The caution's going to fly again. Chad Chaffin will move into the top spot.
But we haven't got the white flag yet. We will have another green-white checker.
Let's take a look back at why the 8th caution flew at Gateway.
Oh, we see what happens. Shane Meal gets sideways and loses it.
Yeah, it was not a situation where he just tried to drive Bobby Hamilton in the wall. He was doing all he could do to try to keep the lead, and he got sideways and ran out of racetrack. He and Bobby Hamilton made contact. Bobby almost got upside down. There's where you see Bobby's trying to make sure that Shane gets his truck off the racetrack and out of the way.
He doesn't want Shane to gain any positions.
Into turns 1 and 2, Chad Chaffin with a pretty comfortable lead over David Starr, and now Starr reels him back in as they go down the backstretch.
Chad gets off the corner pretty well. Look at David Starr.
Whoa!
Oh, got another crash.
Here we go again.
Up on the side, that's the 14 of Rick Crawford sliding sideways down the backstretch.
Oh, Lord.
Unbelievable.
Andy Houston and Rick Crawford getting into it coming out of turn number 2, and now the safety crews will immediately get out and try to take care of the 14 of Rick Crawford.
2 truck on the inside of the 14.
They're both getting into the gas.
Loose again.
No room.
Yep, saw him wiggle a little bit. He had to drive up the hill to chase it. When he did, Rick Crawford was there. They ran out of room, and this is the result.
Well, first of all, you want to say Andy Houston run up into him, but he gets loose. He's chasing the truck. Okay, here's our truck. The 2.
That's right on the inside, right in front of the 17 of David Ruderman.
He's loose.
See him loose right there. He's got to chase it. He's got to chase it. He's trying hard to get off the corner. They run out of racetrack. He forces the 14 of Rick Crawford into the wall.
He's hung in the middle. Here comes Keselowski. Got trouble now. Keselowski's got on the hard side. Look out. They're going to go around.
Sit behind.
Oh, big crash. Oh, and up into the wall. Look out. The caution is out. The race will finish. See McMurray trying to get in line right here, right behind Harvick, just not enough room. Yeah, and he had to check up for just a second because he was on the right rear quarter of Kevin Harvick. And then once he goes around, the chaos.
Wow.
Look at Setzer. Wow. good to see him get out of that car. But that catch fence does its job.
Well, and remember, they raised the catch fence after last year's race here.
He was so far to the outside, it looked like possibly that they were going to do the switch right then and there. But then sometimes the air will bring those trucks back together, and it caught Parker Kligerman's quarter panel.
The pack right behind him. And now, falling back just a bit in that inside line, the 17 of Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Look at the hands on AJ Albany. Up in the air goes the 42 of Kyle Larson. Caution comes out. And another contact. Matt Kenseth hits. The one of Jamie McMurray flying down pit road.
How did he get back on the ground without flipping?
See right here, he gets down low. The 17 of Ricky Stenhouse tries to fill the upper lane. The 42 tries to block. And as you said, the 42 was destined to go airborne. The roof flaps deployed, setting the 42 back on the ground. And as that happened, the 41 of Kurt Busch crossed the tri-oval, took a hard hit. This is another great action shot right here. Watch this 42. Hits the wall, then gets pushed into the air by the 17. You see the roof flap open. The car sets back on the ground.
Again, Tom Birdie, hard left turn to make contact with some of the other trucks or cars, and amazingly over that guardrail on the inside of this racetrack.
That looked like a high hurdler there.
Yeah, a very good one, actually. Here's another view. Look at how high that car was up in the air.
You see the access road. Look at the 7 of Brandon Kidd. He got up in the air. That access road really caused those cars to get up in the air.
Launched the 59 and the 7. Now moving off of the bottom of the racetrack as they come into the tri-oval.
Stay on the yellow line. They're trying to make something happen up top here. Stay on the yellow line.
Jason White, and around they go. That will bring the caution out as Joey Coulter goes flying into the catch fence just past the start-finish line, and that will mean John King will win at Daytona.
A little bit of contact with the 31 of James Busher. Gets up into the catch fence, and man, does that catch fence do its job.
And of course, Ty Dillon slipped right through again. See Ty there in the truck with the bright neon orange, just slips right through. I'm just glad Coulter's okay. That was wild looking. See the way it ripped that back of that truck apart?
Well, it sure did. And the front.
So the attitude kind of, what the heck, I'll let him go and then pay it off.
And I can guarantee you that.
All clear.
All Vickers has been thinking about since he got turned by Stewart was getting in a position to do this.
Looking for him. Where's that 14?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is early. Okay, no, this is just now.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Vickers comes from the left side of the racetrack, or from on your screen comes from the right side of the racetrack.
This will show it a lot better right here. You're going to see Biffle in the 60 up against the wall. Andy Kirby backs off. Scott Riggs in the yellow 10 gets into the back of him, catapults him into the outside wall. Man, he hit that thing hard twice, and I looked up and all I saw was the roof 77.